So, sometime after Richard's coronation, around Easter of 1190, so Benedict is murdered, of course, after Richard's coronation. There is a wave of anti-Semitic violence which breaks out throughout English towns and cities. The Sheriff of York had left for the Crusades himself, and the anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish feelings hadn't really gone anywhere. So Easter of 1190, a number of fires break out around York, and this is used as an opportunity. It's used as an excuse to blame the Jews. It's also used as an opportunity to basically attack a number of Jews. So Benedict's house, which is probably on Coney Street in York, is looted. Everybody inside that house is murdered. So this is a terrible sign of what the Jews in York face around Easter 1190. So Jocius, if you remember, he's the chap who goes to London with Benedict. He survives. He leads the city's Jews here. He leads them to Clifford's Tower, although this isn't the Clifford's Tower as it looked in 1190. And what they do is they come to the castle and they seek the protection from the keeper of the castle, who is a royal agent, is a royal appointee. They ask him for permission to come here, the site of the old castle, for their own protection, because they do not feel safe. So while they are locked inside, the looting of Jewish properties continues. Meanwhile, the keeper of the tower has to leave. He has to go on other business. And whilst he is gone inside the castle, the Jews there become worried about what his intentions are, what he's up to. So when he returns, they refuse to allow him to enter. This is a problem for the Jews. The keeper of the tower is a royal constable. So in not allowing him to re-enter the castle, what they are doing is they are challenging the king's authority. So what he does, what the keeper of the tower does, is he turns to the people of York for help in getting the Jews out of the castle. And this is where things turn incredibly dark. So the riots intensify as a result of this. The Jews who were inside the castle, they start throwing stones at all the protesters outside. One hits a protester, it kills him. So this intensifies the anger of the crowd outside of the castle. And they are being egged on by members of the local gentry. So there are people like William Percy, Marmaduke Darrell, what a name that is, Richard Malabise. These are individuals who are in an awful lot of debt to the Jews of York, and they're unable to repay the loans which they have taken out. So it's in their financial interests for something bad to happen to the Jews at this time. So what we see after the massacre of the Jews, the mass suicide of the Jews, is these individuals go straight over to the Minster, where they basically destroy all the records of debts that they were owing. Those debts pass straight over to the king, and he would have benefited from them. So back to 1190. The royal constable, the keeper of the castle, demands that the castle is recaptured through force. The Jews inside know that the situation is utterly hopeless. They face either death or they face a forced baptism. So what most of them choose is suicide. The way that this happens is the father of the family murders his children, he murders his wife, and then he kills himself. Faced with this, many understandably couldn't face going through with it. They are promised by those outside the castle that as long as they convert to Christianity, they will be okay. So they leave the castle after setting to fire all their possessions, and the original wooden castle behind me is burnt to the ground and the brick one is rebuilt. The castle burns to the ground, they leave, and they are massacred by those who wait for them outside. So that is the story of the 1190 massacre. After the event, the king is furious. 59 leading York families are fined £66, a huge sum of money at the time. but obviously that cannot bring those who were lost back. To prove I'm at Clifford's Tower as well. There we go, there's the castle, and there's York. Pretty much deserted. So I'll see you in a few minutes.